While some of you might argue the show is always a bit magical, today it's going to be a little more magical than normal because we're going to have Sam Bennison on doing some magic tricks. We'll get some raw reaction from yours truly here. And plus, we're going to check out a little bit of a preview of a model car show coming up here in Prince George. It's not the first time, it's the second time it's happened, and it's a grand success as well. All that and more coming up on CKPG today. Pretty cool weekend opportunity coming up here in Prince George. It's another opportunity, especially for ladies, if they're looking to learn how to ice fish. And Jennifer Cote is here to tell us a little bit more. This is another collaboration, Jen, with the BC Wildlife Federation.
Yeah, we're part of the Women's Outdoor Workshop series, and we're going to offer this ice fishing workshop and just kind of give all the in and outs about ice fishing, what do you do, the equipment needed, the lakes around here, the regulations. So it's a very thorough workshop that we're doing.
Yeah, well, I think that's great. We were just talking, we were lining up this interview actually, that you were ice fishing the day of when we were chatting. And it sounds like this year ice fishing has gone pretty well for a fair amount of folks, including you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's, well, it helps that I go to a lot of stock lakes, and so the fish are there, but if you know how to catch them, then you can be very successful. I will get off the ice and I'll be walking by people. I'm like, how did you guys do? And they're like, we didn't get anything. I'm like, how do you not get something on these lakes,
Got
right?
skunked, yeah.
Yeah, so I said, what are you using? Show me your gear. And, you know, they bring up their rod. I'm like, oh, you'll never catch anything like that, right? So I teach them small bait, flasher, jig. You got to do these things to be more successful. So there's definitely, people want this awareness about how to fish, they want the education, right, to be more successful on these lakes, right?
Yeah, well, and that's what it's all about this weekend. So there's a few spots left. We'll put the link on our website as well. But while Jen's here, we thought we might as well give a general education piece about ice fishing. And I mean, you seem like you're pretty successful at it yourself. So tell me a little bit about what you brought today. These are some of the examples that make yourself successful here on the table, hey?
Yeah. So when you start ice fishing, you need an ice fishing license.
Right. Is it different than a freshwater? Is it?
It is a freshwater.
Okay.
Yeah. So you will go onto the website and purchase a freshwater fishing license.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then you probably want to check your fishing regulations. You want to know the in and outs of what's legal and not legal. So once you have that, then you need your equipment, and you need an ice fishing rod.
Yeah, different than the long ones.
Yeah. I've seen people fish with long ones. Maybe that's all they have.
Yeah.
But I find these are much more successful because you're just right at the hole.
Yeah,
where
you
you're
don't
fishing.
have to be 6 feet away.
Yeah, and then I have a flasher on at any given time, even when I'm trout fishing. So kokanee and trout fishing, this is my setup all the time. Flasher, maybe about 24 inches of leader, which seems like it's long, and then a little tiny jig hook, and it's just a little. It's it's weighted.
Very small, yeah.
Yeah, and the only difference is if I'm going after larger trout, I'll change the leader weight. Instead of an 8-pound test, I'm going to use maybe a 15-pound test for maybe those 2 to 3 pound trout or larger trout.
So, yeah, because they do fight if they don't like to get caught.
No, they don't, right? So and I want to get them out of the hole, so I want to have my gear set up the right way. But generally for Ena Lake, Nest Lake, this is kind of my typical setup here. So and then
I guess the other thing to talk about is bait.
Yeah, bait. So there's lots of different bait out there.
I know, I always get lost in the aisle at Core Lanes.
I know, I was there actually today buying, I was at Core Lanes today and I bought garlic corn and anise corn, and these can be very successful. And I believe somebody might make these locally. And then there's these fake baits. These are like a pink extruded maggot, and they can work really well. There's also mealworms. Mealworms can be very successful with catching kokanee and trout. And another thing is shrimp.
Oh yeah, I've heard this too. I think we did this on the show last year with shrimp, yeah.
Yeah, and shrimp, especially the trout really like shrimp. Brook trout like shrimp as well. So generally I always have shrimp, I always have different fake baits. I have corn, mealworms. I kind of like bring a huge collection of everything.
Right. Do you find switching it up on the day of if something's not working? Yeah.
Yeah, I find that like sometimes like I'll try with fake bait first and just to find where the kokanee are in that water column. And then if that's not working, I'll switch to a different bait, and you'll probably get a couple hits off of that. And then if that's not working, you switch. Like the other day when I went on Friday, near the end of the day, they wanted nothing but corn, or garlic corn. And then with a frenzy on the garlic corn.
Go figure.
Yeah, whereas a week before it was all about the mealworms.
Huh.
Right, so it's good to have a different variety.
Guess it's just like me and you, they choose what they eat.
Yeah, so true, right?
But anyways, thanks so much for coming on today, Jen. This has been great to chat. Of course, the registration for this women's clinic is only open until Friday morning, so head online to the website, ckpgtoday.ca. We'll throw the link on there and get you there. And Jen, yeah, hopefully we'll have to set up another ice fishing ourselves here.
That'd be great.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
That.
There's a really cool event coming up here at the House of Ancestors on Saturday. It's all about model cars. I bet you didn't know how model cars are created, did you? Well, they're actually created kind of during World War I, right around that time, about 100 years ago. And basically they only got more detailed because they were manufacturing parts for World War I. And they thought, wow, we could do the same thing for miniature cars. Die casting is the process. So yeah, pretty cool. We're gonna talk to a family about the model car show today and so much more, because it's worth celebrating for sure that it's back here at the House of Ancestors. Of course, Cruising Classics, the model car show coming up here in Prince George. And what better way to kick it off than with some kids who are going to be partaking in this. One of them, Corbin, I'll go to you. You're the oldest here. So tell me a little bit about how excited you are for the model car show this year.
Pretty excited. Yeah. I've built some new things.
So tell me about, is this one of the new things here on the table, the tow truck?
No, that was from last year. Okay. I built that like 3 years ago, I believe.
So you're keeping the winners this year a secret for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Okay, tell me about how long it takes to build something like this, though.
It's hard to explain because everyone has a different experience with playing with Lego.
Yeah, because I understand you build it a little faster than most people might think.
I built that truck within a day.
A day? Like nonstop? Did you stop for food and water, or you just?
I did.
You did?
Like 10-minute breaks and get some water and then finish building it.
Are you as good at schoolwork as you are at building Legos?
No. No, I'm not.
Fair enough. Comes by it, honestly. I appreciate that. So you think you got a winner again this year? A different truck, obviously. It's not going to be this, but...
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe? Okay. I like this. We got some other winners here with us today, too. We got Emmett, Tyson, and Bo. Maybe we'll start with you, Emmett. Talk to me a little bit about what you built on the table here. Which one? The Ghost Keeper or Ghost Buster one?
That's Tyson, the X-Wing, and I forget what that's called. It's an ATA something walker.
Okay, something Star Wars.
And...
Yeah? You don't know? I mean, how long did it take you to build it?
That one took me like probably 3 to 2 days. It was a Technic build, so it was really hard.
Tyson, what did you build on the table here?
The Ectomobile.
Okay, you built the biggest, the showstopper, I'll call it this, on the counter.
Yeah.
No offense to the tow truck, I do like that too, but Ghostbusters gets me excited here. So what, have you busted any ghosts with this in your own house?
No.
Not yet? But they better watch out, I guess.
Yeah.
I like it. What, is this the kind of the coolest thing you've ever built? Yeah?
Yeah, probably my favorite.
Your favorite? I like it. And how long do you think that took you?
2 days maybe.
Talk to me a little bit about what you built. I'm assuming some of the things in front here, hey?
Yeah.
Okay, so talk to me about what this is.
It's a burger car. And,
Do you like burgers?
yes, I love them.
What kind of burgers? As Doug's nodding in the back here, Tano burgers, but yeah.
That's like the ones without onions and pickles.
Okay, I like it. Yeah, me too. I'm not a big pickle guy. Did you, when you were building this, like you're watching what your brothers are doing and thinking, I can do it better? Is that what you're thinking? Yeah, I know it. A little bit of friendly competition with the brothers. Oh, that's pretty cool. Comes apart too.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like a food truck.
Yeah. And there's a tiny burger inside.
How many pieces of Lego do you think you put together, Bo?
Probably 20. I don't know.
20. And how old are you? Are you going to school?
Yeah, I'm 7 years old.
As we wrap this up, I wanted to ask all of you guys, everyone here, what their favorite car is. We'll start with you, Bo, because I'm down at this end of the table. Do you have any idea what your favorite car would be?
It'd be one of mine, because I'd be like this one.
Yeah? Why, how come?
Because they can do this.
Oh yeah, that's way cooler.
You can take this off and put a new figure in.
Tyson, what was your favorite car? What do you think?
Probably the 1959 Cadillac Miller Meteor ambulance, because that's actually the Ghostbusters car.
I love it. I love it. Specific to the point. That's a future winner right there at the Model Car Show. Emmett?
Probably 1988 Bronco.
Did your guys' dad coach you on like cars and stuff, or like how did you guys come to like? Because those are all like iconic cars.
Our dad's an engineer. You give him parts or they'll fix parts in your car.
Corbin, we'll go finish it up with you here. What is your favorite car? You've had a lot of time to think about it. So the standard has been set.
I have many, but my really big favorite is a 49 Ford F47.
Okay, and why particularly that one?
I really wanted a 56 Ford, and then my dad, for my birthday, he got me a 49 Ford F47.
That's very cool, very cool. It's what it's all about here at the Model Car Show, connecting about cars, whether it's Lego, whether it's big, whether it's the model cars like this. Thank you all for your time today, guys, and we'll see you at the Model Car Show coming up at the House of Ancestors.
Miss an episode? That's okay, life gets busy. We get it. Or maybe you didn't miss anything, but you're here to watch that one feature again because honestly, it was that good. No judgment. Here's the good news. You can relive every moment of the CKPG Today Show whenever you want. Head over to ckpgtoday.ca, click on the Today Show tab, and voila. So grab some snacks, kick back, and binge away because let's face it, life's too short to miss out on great local TV.
As mentioned, the shows here on CKPG are always magical, but extra bit of magic today because Sam Bennison is here. How are you doing, Sam?
Not too bad. Yourself?
Yeah, thanks for wandering over from your desk, I guess.
Yeah, it's a big walk.
Well, for good reason today. Some magic. You got a show tonight and this weekend.
Yeah, I got one on January 30th. That's going to be at the Thirsty Moose. And then I got some down in Fort St. James, my hometown theater of Music Makers Hall in February 1st.
Is that a dream come true for you?
It's nice to be back in that building.
Awesome. All right. Well, you got some tricks for us today. Or tricks, I don't know. I've been calling you like a master of magic because I've tried a few tricks myself and they're a lot harder than they look. So.
Yeah, so a lot of people ask me how I perform magic.
Yeah.
The answer is I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I never bothered to learn the secret. So take this trick, for example. This is the classic 3-rope trick. You'll find it in almost every single magic book.
Okay.
What happens is the magician takes these 3 different length ropes and makes them the exact same size.
Whoa.
Oh, it worked. Anyway, what they do now is if you want to learn this trick at home, you just have to go out and get yourself 3 different length ropes. A long rope, a medium rope, and a short rope.
Okay.
I guess you could grab 3 of the exact same sized ropes, but it makes it a little more difficult.
Okay.
You worked in the fire line. Have you ever found the hose stretcher?
No, I like that joke. That's a funny joke. No, the hose stretcher doesn't exist.
Okay, yeah, because it's right beside the sky hook and the rope lengthener.
Come on. How do you do that?
Well, if you were to open up the magic manual, you would see that you need to fold up this long rope like this. Put that short rope right in there. And hold your hand like that so you can't see that there's a bundle there. But that's a little complicated. I'd prefer to just say the magic words and make all the ropes the exact same size. So don't ask me how I make 3 different length ropes the exact same size, and never ask me how I make 3 of the exact same size ropes 3 different lengths, because I don't know. I know I can do it. I just don't know how.
I'm mystified. Sam, is this your first trick you learned, or is this?
No, this is not one of the first tricks I learned.
Is it your
actually.
favorite?
It's become one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Credit goes out to Dan Harlan. He was the one who invented this version of this trick. Like I said, It is an old school routine. A lot of magicians have performed 3-rope illusions or the Professor's Nightmare.
Well, the coolest thing, I mean, I don't think I've ever been this close to someone doing it before, and I legitimately can't tell what's going on. So I don't know if I'm dumb or you're just that good, but.
Well, it baffled me when I saw Dan Harlan perform it live. Because he performed in front of us at a magic convention, and then he was like, want to learn the secret? Buy this trick. And he had the tricks set out on a table. So pretty much everyone at the conference bought this trick.
Huh, that's wild. Got any other tricks for us today?
If you want, I can.
Yeah, let's do one more. Yeah, let's do one more. I want to see your magical abilities here, Sam. I think the people want to see it at home as well. So.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, good for trick number 2 here. And what do we got, Sam?
So, I don't know if you know what these are. They're pretty old. They're a Rubik's Cube.
Oh, yeah, I remember those.
Oh, yeah. Probably back when you were in like middle school in the 1970s. Can you just shuffle that up?
Mix it up. Yeah.
Now, for those at home, if you don't know, there are 43 quintillion possible combinations to a Rubik's Cube. That's a really big number. If you were to stack each and every single one of those on top of each other, you need a really tall ladder. Are you happy with that?
I'm happy with that.
Are you happy with that?
Pretty random.
Now, the odds of one side of this cube being the exact same as this cube is impossible to calculate. Okay. Because I'm bad at math.
That's fair.
That's why I'm in journalism, folks. But.
What do you mean? I even mixed it up and I thought twice about it.
Not just one side, 2 sides, 3 sides, 4 sides, 5 sides. All 6 sides of the Rubik's Cube are the exact same.
So were you shuffling when I was shuffling it?
No.
Or how does that even happen?
I don't know. But the only other possible way this could have worked is if you had chosen to solve the cube.
How does that? You made that look so easy. Like,
yeah,
what the heck?
Yeah. I love this trick. I've been performing this one for years. This was actually one of the first tricks I ever got. Yeah.
Wild. Okay, so if people come watch you, Sam, what are they in for? Are you going to do some of these tricks and some more?
I'm going to do some of these tricks. I have like an entire briefcase full of like all sorts of magic. I have a kids show coming up, and the adult show, they're going to be a little bit different. The adult show is going to be a little dicier.
Oh, I see what you did there. Dice, yeah, actual dice, yeah?
No, unfortunately, but I could bring some out, actually.
Okay. Well, definitely, of course, we'll put the details on our website, ckpgtoday.ca, and go support Sam Bennison and watch some magic, because this is going to be great. I'm mystified, Sam. I got to get just an explainer here.
No.
The answer is there. Okay, well.
Magicians never reveal their secrets.
Thanks, Sam.
Entertainment on CKPG Today is brought to you by the Treasure Cove Casino. Now that's entertainment.
Hey there, got an idea or suggestion for the show? Reach out and connect through our social media or send us an email at letstalk@ckpgtoday.ca. Here's what's coming up in our community. Check out the Festival d'Hiver, the 40th edition of Franco Fun here in Prince George, the celebration that keeps giving. January 28th to February 8th, at various locations and various events as well. Check out ice fishing. It's a women's weekend once again, and you can learn the ice fishing basics and learn to ice fish while you're at it. More information and registration online, the BCWF website. You're looking for some fun on the slopes? Check out the Hard Ski Hill February 1st for the Hard Slam Rail Jam. Pull out your best tricks, and you could be the winner of the 4th annual edition of this event. Cold Snap kicks off February 5th and runs until February 9th here in Prince George. Various venues going to see some musical action from various different artists to celebrate the Northern BC Music Festival that keeps giving. Of course, if you have any events, send us the info. Let's talk at ckpgtoday.ca.
Before there was Robbie Burns, there was Robert Burns. It's like, however, great name, right? Over time, it just gets shorter and shorter. I don't know. I mean, anyways, we're going to look back on that history. It was over 100 years ago. They held that event here in Prince George.
Today we look back on an oldie but a goodie, 1920. You've heard of Robbie Burns, but what about Robert Burns? In the 1920s, of course, he went by Robert. And there was a dance and a concert at none other than the Ritz-Kiefer Hall. It was a very iconic place in Prince George, of course, burnt down just like every other iconic place, but it held a lot of cool events over its time, including this one, Robert Burns, back in 1920. That's over 100 years ago.
Just a jolly old good time, I'm sure. Thanks so much for watching today. Hopefully you learned a little something, maybe inspired to try magic. I'll caution you on that. It's a lot harder than it looks. Sam Bennison, master of the craft. Once again, we'll see you for more stuff tomorrow, okay, to wrap up the week. Until then, take care.